Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and this reading will be for, well, going to look into the truth as to what Donald John Trump is doing on Tuesday, November the 17th. So the forces in motion, his challenges, what he's planning, what he's doing, his karma, the law of cause and effect hanging over him, which is accruing every day. What are his real feelings and his future? Okay, so let's do the tarot portion first, and then I'll do the Lenormand next. Okay, so with the Chariot, as far as forces in motion, well, I think this could be a travel day for him. Normally it's, you can see up here the moon in Cancer. It's cardinal energy, it's movement, or at least wanting to move forward. Now, with the Chariot being one of the major arcana cards, that has us in the realm of needing to be sure that we align with the right middle path. You know, instead of going too far one way, too far the other, it's always about aligning with your inner will instead of coming from your head. You know, you can see the crown up here. You can see the, I think this is kind of like a little medical symbol. It's all about staying, you know, in the focus of being centered before you move forward. But he doesn't do that. So I have to go with one of the, one of the other traditional meanings, which is, travel. But it's also about, the highest realms. This would be like the right use of your will when you're aligned with your higher self. But that's not him. So I would think that this day is really more about his determination. I mean, it can be a card of success, but it's really, I think he's just coming from his, straight up willpower, because he has lost the election. There is no success for him. So now he needs to move on, and he definitely is one of those types of people who has a tremendous amount of will. And you can see that, if just going back in his life, he's not one to self-reflect. He goes after what he wants, and he just keeps on going. His challenge with Mars in Capricorn and the Three of Pentacles is all about who will collaborate with him. His challenge is the fact that he's been bought and paid for by dark money in the past. And I would imagine that truth will come out. I mean, it's been coming out, but it'll probably come out even more. So maybe this is saying he's determined to get what he wants, but who's going to pay the bill? Because he's broke. We've already determined that. I've already done enough readings on him to know that. It's obvious that he's broke. And even if you didn't believe my readings, you can just do your own research. He's broke. So who's going to be the one, or who are the group of people, three or more, one big group, one super PAC or whatever, who's going to fund him going forward? Well, we know that there are greedy, dark people that just want to make money and will do anything for money. And of course, but that's a challenge for him. It's a challenge to move forward with dark money, with the money launderers, with the cadre of dark people that he's been in bed with all his life, or as soon as he was an adult. But then again, he was born into it. The Genovese family, his dad was part of that mob, and then Russian mob later on, most likely, because that's kind of the way it went in New York, right? Those guys got caught, Russian mob came in, and there you go. Okay, so what he's planning with the Queen of Pentacles, he's looking for money to move forward, because remember, these two cards down here are the most important. They give answer to or focus to all these other cards. So this is a woman I thought Rebecca Mercer had cut him off a long time ago, but maybe she didn't. Maybe that's not true. Because this is a woman that cares about money and who has money. I can't imagine it being Ivanka, but unless he's planning something with her. And of course he would do that with his, evil kids. Like, I mean, I can't really put Tiffany in there, but with the other three, of course, this could be them. And he's planning a way for them to, move. But he won't be able to. They can't. He will be watched so heavily. There's no way he can get away to another country. Or if he does, they'll get him. If he does manage somehow to get away, they'll get him. What he's doing, well, he's repressing his feelings about his disappointment with the Five of Cups. When it's straight up, Mars and Scorpio, there needs to be energy put into grieving the past, and then you can maybe make a new life when you cross that bridge into a new life. But you have to look at what you have first. When it's reversed, he's not doing that. Not at all. He's repressing his feelings. He's refusing to go inside and get inside that place where he could find some peace and have some healing, and so that he could move on. But I don't know. He might be moving on one level. He could be in acceptance at this point because, we're way past the date when he's clearly not the next president, and it's rare for an incumbent president to lose, and he lost bigly. So maybe he is moving on in that sense, but I doubt he's forgiving because that's not how he operates. He's a very vengeful person. His karma is war. His karma is to have the military deal with him. His karma is the ravage and raping and pillaging of our country that he has done. The karma, the kids in the camps, the children who have been separated from their parents. He has karma with their families and their lineage, and he has so much bad karma. The Knight of Swords is, you can see here, and it's ruled by Gemini, which is his sun. And, this is a great card if you need to get something done quickly and you're doing a daily reading for yourself and it's reminding you, you've got a deadline. But it's not necessarily like moving forward from your inner being if you're in that type of putting things off till the last minute. But for him, with this karma, you can see even the horse is scared. And this guy's in such a hell-bent, just go get it. He doesn't even think to put his helmet down. So there's just so much hastiness, and there's not the wherewithal to know how to move forward in a peaceful way or in a smart way. But these two cards are both travel cards, so he may be traveling, and this is a card that has to do with big changes. Most of the knights are, although the Knight of Pentacles moves more slowly and more determined. But, both of these cards are very aggressive. So there's that. So he's focused on something that he wants financially, and he's moving towards that because he needs to, because he's broke. So maybe he's going to be taking those book deals that have been offered to him. What is his real feelings? Well, when Strength card is upright, of course you're strong. It's a sun in Leo. It's open-hearted giving. The lemon skate, the infinity symbol above her head shows that there's an infinite amount of love that holds us together, that holds this universe together, and we can trust that. So there's no reason to not tame our inner beast, and there's no reason to not make everything conscious that has been unconscious within, because again, like Carl Jung famously quoted years ago, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Well, He's not feeling strong. And he's tapped into, he's moving forward from his unconscious, which is ruling his life, because when you're unconscious of your darkness, it will be right in your face, and then you have to deal with it. That's the beauty of the way life works. It's always being mirrored to us exactly what it is that we need to work on. And he really needs to work on his inner strength. But so this day, though, this Tuesday, the 17th, he's feeling weak. And he should be, because he is a weak human being. It's just who he is. His future is a lack of fulfillment. When the Nine of Cups is straight up, Jupiter in Pisces, it's all about bliss, expanding, Jupiter expanding into more and more bliss, Pisces, into including, to sharing your wealth, into the love of having your wealth so that you can share it. That's not him. And this card is all about fulfillment. That's not him. And it's reversed. And this is his future. A lack of fulfillment. Because he's never gotten in touch with his childhood wounding. He's never gotten in touch with his real needs that were unmet. And he hasn't done that work. So, of course, he needs to keep having unfulfillment until he will be on his knees someday and asking, what do I need to look at? What have I done wrong? Or what? I mean, he's... I'm preaching to the choir with you guys, so I'm not going to do any more that way. So let me move these aside, and let's see what the Lenormand has to teach us. This deck here, I shuffled the cards already. So I'm going to do the same positions, but they're going to go in rows. Okay, so hold on, let me tune in. Okay, here we go. Forces in motion. Well, here, I'll just turn them over. It'll make things quicker. His challenges and obstacles. Donald John Trump, what are you planning? Okay, and he's doing... and the karma hanging over him. Ooh, his real feelings. Okay, and his future. Okay, let me get these framed up quickly. Oops. Make sure I don't cut the numbers off, because I know some of you Lenormand readers out there like to add up the numbers, which is cool. I just don't get, my brain doesn't function that way that well when I'm doing readings. I mean, I can, there's just a few cards, but to go through all of them and add it up and reduce it down to one number, I'm not that kind of reader. Okay, so what we have going on here is the forces in motion is that he does have some opportunity for financial gain. And I believe these are those book deals, even though the book card didn't show up. But I remember on the news that had come out, he'd been offered $100 million to write some books, or, write some books. There better not be any, secrets in those books from his time in office. But anyway, those are the forces in motion. Is new opportunities for him to make money. The Clover card is pretty much just opportunities. It can be a mood though. It can be feeling optimistic. It can also be two things. It's considered the good luck card, but you guys probably know me by now. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in good luck or bad luck. I believe that we create our own reality. But he has been good at, bringing money in. He definitely knows how to do that. Whether it's clean or not is the question. So this can be just something small, and this has to do with, well, it could be some small communication, and then small again. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Hold on. So let me go back here because this is the most important. He could be overeating, but this card is all about money, power, and protection. But it also has to do with, it's strength. It has to do with strength, and especially financial strength. It's the card of, in the most negative sense, of a bully. So with that in mind, let's look at the challenges here. With these two cards, the challenge has to do with him communicating either with his children or some small communications that could be causing him stress, could be causing him problems. Often the birds can be, well, they're connections. They're a connector, type of a card. And, the best advice with this card is like to trust your instincts, but things move really quick. It's verbal communication, and it can be between a couple. I think this is saying he's having communication problems with one or more of his children because he's bullying them. And I say that especially because, we have the home card up here, which is all about your family foundation. And the problem, this card has come through with, it's called revelry, I think, something like that. It's about partying, you can see there's a pig that's drinking wine. There's like grapes down here. Grapes or pomegranates or something, and, like there's a celebration. Yeah, a pig in a barrel drinking wine is pretty, obvious what that's about. But this card always came through when we were being warned about all of his super spreader events. And that's what's been happening at the White House. So he may be planning another event at the White House. But what was it, 130 of his security detail, Secret Service, that have come down with, or they're in quarantine, but there's, and this is all because of his rallies, because they had to follow him and protect him at the rallies. So I think this has to do with the super spreader events that have come home to roost, and that is causing him stress. Those are the challenges. And they're also the challenge to his family, because I doubt his family would want to go anywhere near the White House and be there working with him. So maybe everything's just over the phone, and he's feeling kind of lonely. And he could be bullying. Yeah. What he's doing, he's communicating. This can be Twitter, and especially these two cards together are definitely Twitter, but either one of them could be Twitter. He doesn't, I don't think he emails. He has people do that for him, unless he's changed. But anyway, he's communicating, written communication of some type, but it can be electronic communication as well, about whatever new things he wants to create that have him looking like, he's the guy with the good reputation. Well, we know that that's a lie. We know that's not true at all. But he's trying to create some change. The Moon card is all about creativity. It can have to do with emotional reactions as well. It has everything to do with your honor and your public position and your reputation. But most of all, emotions. So he might be drawing up pardons, drawing up paperwork, something shady. because the karma that's hanging over him is dark. And the dark side is moving towards the bouquet flowers card, which is all about his real feelings. So something surprising, some darkness that is going to be surprising to him. Or this could be like with the tarot cards, there could be dark money offers or a gift from someone very dark. And I say that especially because we have to add the meaning of the fox card here, which is, you know, cunning, nefarious, diabolical. I mean, you can see this little guy. He's sneaking up on that chicken or quail or whatever. No, I think it's a chicken. Yeah, it looks like a chicken to me. He's sneaking up on the chicken and he's going to get it. You know what I mean? He's a little assassin of the Lenormand. But something's wrong as well. One of the true like meanings, just general keywords for this card is something is wrong. So there's a hidden agenda. There's a dark. His karma is there's some darkness hanging over him because of his hidden agendas. And this could be other people who have had it with him are finally getting ready to just, leave if they haven't already. I don't know. I just wonder, like, are his diehards going to just stay there and cower, because he's the bully? And maybe there's only a couple people left that do that? I mean, is Bill Barr ever going to give up? Makes me wonder. I've done a couple readings on him as well, so I don't know that I'm going to read on him again unless his big fat behind is in jail, and I want to see what's going to happen there. But for now, I've done so many readings on his. I think I did one on his health and one on his professional future going forward. So those are in there if you want to look at those. But back into, the meanings with the fox, hidden agenda. It does have to do with work, if you're looking for a job and you get the fox card, you're saying, yeah, but it would be like lots of little, you will get a job, but it can be lots of little, like freelance work, like little jobs here and there, which is still fine, but it is one of the work cards in the Lenormand, as well as the bear. But most of the time, and especially with him, this is a card of manipulation and lies. Deceit, manipulation, lies. Sneaking up to get what you want, sneaking around. Don't care about anybody else, just going to get what you want. That's his karma. Because he's done that with everyone else, so it's going to happen back to him 1,000-fold over. Because it has to, because that is the law of cause and effect. That's what works. It's the law, it jives with the law of affinity. Like attracts like. So, yeah, all right. So, but his real feelings, I think there's some surprising feelings that are coming up. And I think he's also feeling like he's just really focused on his ties, with whoever has the money. And he's focused on getting what he wants. He's focused on his goals. He's focused on his long-term stability. But he does know that he's sunk. He's not going to be staying in the White House. And his future shows him making new choices, and especially to either get inside of a new club of people or to... because I have the moon card here, these two cards are a lot alike when it comes to the realm of reputation and honor. So he's making choices, he's making plans, he is literally at a crossroads, and that's what this card is. One of the keywords is, the major keyword is choices. He's at a crossroads in his future where he has to make a choice, and he's going to try and save his reputation. Well, good luck with that, because, let me draw some more cards, because I would think that what's coming, straight up for him January 20th is Letitia James and Southern District of New York, and then Cy Vance Jr. There have been sealed indictments. Remember Individual 1? He's Individual 1. Well, he won't be Individual 1 anymore. He'll be the guy that's well, obstruction of justice. How many times with Congress? You know, all the subpoenas that he blew off, and it directed everyone else to blow off. Well, now that he's not president anymore on January 20th, those protections are gone. So let's look at that as far as his reputation and his honor. Well, he's always going to have his loyal followers. But then something really important and really quick can come in. That's a card of impulsivity. Oh, illness again. Oh, goodness. So now that kind of changes the meaning of this card up here, because this card and this card, now we have 3 cards that relate to the coronavirus. The clouds card can be, you know, mists and fog, and, you know, it's literally, you know, the airborne illness, super spreader events. Yeah, because of all his traveling, you know, he can't stop, and loss. So that's his future. He does have his loyal followers and his doctors, and he's going to need them. But something really important is coming down really quickly. Really quickly. And he will need to be taken care of, or he'll get ill again. And I think it has to do with his travels, but there's also loss. This card also is one of those, even though it's just travel over landmass, where, like, I don't know if I could find the store. Can I find the store real quickly? Oh, goodness. I should just have another deck. Well, I don't have that kind of room here. Here it is. Yay. This little card, that's more like air travel. This is land travel. But they still go fast. They go really fast. And the mice card is always about loss. Unless, you know, you're looking for a job in a factory. And you get these two cards together. The mice card can have to do with all kinds of little details, but it minimizes. So travel is minimized because he's sick. So I think this is saying the choices for his reputation to be, you know, healed in any way is minimized, because I think he's going to get sick again. Or there's some type of mental illness, because this can be a mental illness. Wow. But anyway, the mice, you know, they eat away at you. They eat away at something, whatever it is. If they're eating away at the cheese, or, you know, somebody's stealing, somebody's embezzling little tiny amounts, you know, a little bit every week or month or day. That's, you know, these are the meanings of the mice card. So it's loss, stress, thievery, something being taken away. It looks to me like it's his honor, reputation, and his ability to travel. So, okay, well, I think that's all I have there. Let's scooch these over here, grab this deck, and see what it is that we need to know for us. I shuffled these ahead of time, so, okay. So be at home, wombat spirit. I've never seen a wombat. Let me know if you guys have. Everybody ever have an encounter with a wombat? What was it like? Be at home. So be at home with yourself. The coronavirus is going crazy all over the country, and we are under stay-at-home orders. I think in almost every state, or soon to be, it's stay-at-home orders, and our hospitals are being overwhelmed. So yeah, so stay at home. The advice for us is to stay at home. Okay. And open to infinite possibilities. So infinite possibilities as to your creativity, that can come through easily when you're home and by yourself and you're not distracted in any way. That's really beautiful. And then Snake Spirit says, take time to heal. So, open up to the infinite ways that we all heal of our own accord. Open up to the wisdom of your body. Open up to the miracle of your body. Be at home with yourself, but be at home literally. And then open up to all types of infinite possibilities, whatever it is that you want to create. But we are healing. We are going through a healing process. And of course, you know, many of us are having, you know, a mild case of PTSD. Or someone commented PTT, like post-traumatic Trump stress disorder. Yeah, that's it. That's actually the official name of it, I would say. And we are needing to heal from that and shed the old skin of this negativity that we've been under, because we have been held hostage by a maniac for the last 4 years. So we do need to heal that. But most of all, it looks to me like we're supposed to stay home and take care of ourselves. Stay home and heal. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I have. Thanks you guys for listening, and I'll be back soon for Wednesdays. Our Wednesdays will be uploaded next tomorrow. So you guys take good care. Okay. Bye.